Hello, welcome Solex Nation. It feels like we are always having events at Solex, and last week was no exception. We had some of our Platinum and Pearl leaders join us in Sundance, Utah for a wonderful leadership retreat. Let's check it out.
Start your day. Good morning, good morning. It's time to start your day. I sing that to my kids all the time.
I'm so grateful to be in this beautiful place where everything has been taken care of. We have been treated like queens here. We are literally being chauffeured around with private drivers all over the mountainside.
This is the event where they show each and every one of us very deeply how much they appreciate the level to which we rise up.
Beautiful setting for a little interview time. It's like another level of heart healing for me. I feel so expansive here, and it's just a greater invitation to worthiness.
There's something about being with like-minded people, and we're all leading from the heart, which I love. It's really about how can we make a bigger impact in the world.
From the moment that I was on the plane and bumped into Sheila Dade, I just really enjoyed being connected with some phenomenal people. Truly a dream come true, and I can't wait to continue to see where this journey is leading me.
Serving me and serving my soul, I feel listened to, I feel heard, I feel accepted.
Oh, we are co-creating so much magic here. It's uplifting, it's motivating.
There's actually nothing that hasn't inspired me on this trip, and the reason why, the outpouring of love and generosity, that piece is very evident here in this gorgeous location where we went to the top of the Swiss Alps for me because heights are a challenge, and I could have easily said nah, but I said yes.
That Solex even treats their leaders this way is amazing. You know, we come here and they just roll out the red carpet. This is this beautiful place.
We're learning from each other, and then it's the applying as you learn, and that's what I'm getting from this.
The training has been incredible. The speakers have just been so great.
You're not just going to a conference where you're focusing on one thing. What we talk about is holistic and well-rounded, and there's nothing that's really off the table. Feel safe enough to be vulnerable.
Events catapult you higher. They challenge you, and I feel like it's one of the best investments that you can make is to do what you need to do to get here.
You know, I was just sitting upstairs as we were eating dinner tonight, and I'm looking at all these people that I just absolutely adore. The energy that we all share, the heart that we share. You never know when something's going to be said that sparks that light. It's like, oh my gosh, that's what I need.
This event brought us all together with a common goal to help others to heal, to help to build and grow.
You can't even explain what it's like to be with people that you've never met but feel like family.
We all have a story, right? And I just love learning about their stories and what they're doing to help their families or what they're doing to build their business. And I'm learning how I can continue to grow mine.
I'm amazed at the heart. I keep going back to the heart of this company.
No holds barred. We're all here for the same reason. And we're really a people with the same vision, same mission, same purpose.
You're going to discover things about yourselves. Knowing what is possible means everything.
It feels like Solex has really hit this new level of we are ready to take it to the edge of the universe.
Yeah, as you can see from that video, we had a great time. Thank you to everybody who made it out. That is by invitation. Yeah. There's certain requirements that you have to hit in order to be able to be invited to come to that leadership retreat. But all of those folks took it out of their own dime, basically, to travel to the destination. Now, we took care of them once they got here.
Yes.
And we had a great time in the mountains.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible views, waterfalls, wildlife, everything that you'd want in a setting to learn and to grow. We learned about scanner. We learned about talking about and introducing the scanner. Yes. We learned about business. We learned about just how to have the right mindset going into growing on all fronts. And I think we did a pretty good job.
Well, and if you see your leader on that video, you make sure and go follow up with them, because they brought back some valuable information for you to be able to grow your own Solex business.
Yeah, it was overall a very fun, and we're going to continue talking to the leaders here at Solex with a Golds and Higher call at the end of this month.
Yes, that is June 26th, Thursday, June 26th. If you are a Gold or higher, you will get an email on the 26th with the Zoom link, and that is at 4 o'clock Mountain Time. And we don't record those, so please make sure to plan on that date and time.
Yeah, we look forward to introducing what's going to be coming in the next few months. As well as, what incentives are around there. There's only one way to get the benefits of the scanner and all the other wonderful products out there. For those of you on this call that are customers, the only way to get it out there is by our distribution force. And that's our team of independent people who share Solex to others. And so we have these calls, we have these events to help guide them and everyone on a way to get the word out there. If you benefit from anything from Solex, it's because somebody shared it with you. So the Golds and Higher call is for those that have that rank or higher, where we help organize more information that way. Now, speaking of that, one more tidbit and one more thing to note regarding incentives and business. We are in our last couple weeks of your first month to qualify for the incentive trip for next year. Now, that is to the Caribbean. We're going to have a great time, but in order for you to have a great time with us, you need to at least qualify this month according to the parameters of achieving.
If you haven't already.
If you haven't already, right. Yeah, you have to do it this month. June is the first month. June, July, and August, you have to do 3 months of achieving the requirements of the incentive trip. And there's details about those requirements. We'll leave it to you to go review those details, download the tracker, and see where you're performing.
There were quite a few people actually, that got so close to getting the last incentive trip. I don't even know if they realized how close they were.
Yeah.
Just 1 or 2 more people and you would have had the incentive trip. So if you aren't sure where you are, go through your numbers and figure it out. It is worth it. That trip that we just took, this incentive trip we took this last March, was so much fun. And I can guarantee that everybody that went on that trip would say they want to go to the next one. So first month is June. You have about 12 days to get it done.
Yeah, so get on it. All right, last week we had a contest.
We always have a contest. We love to give away free stuff. And we asked you, what are your top 3 Solex products and why? And we're going to give you the new multicolored tiger's eye bracelet.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
I want to hear what people's top 3 Solex
3 and why.
Are. Yeah.
What are your top 3 and why? This is Don K. Don K, let us know who you are. My 3 favorites are the scanner, because I love inner voice. Me too. And all of the other features. The 660 band, I love that one as well, which I got recently, but I am finding that I love using it on different areas of the body, and especially because it's so portable.
Yeah.
And the last one is probably the hub. I've only had it for a few weeks, but I'm just getting started. But I'm excited with everything I can use it for. And that's true, that when you really understand the hub, by itself, the starter kit of the hub is powerful.
Yes.
But learning all of the diversity that's available and will in the future be available because of the hub, it's a real tool of diversity for sure.
Why do we call it the hub?
Yeah, because it's the center and it spokes out.
And there will be a lot of things to add to it. We already have some things that are added and more to come. So, well, congratulations to Don. All right, let's get the next one. Marilyn Hirth. My number 1 is the AO scanner. Use it every day on all family members, including our 2 pups. Priceless. Second, the AO wand. I terahertz our RO water, and it's made an amazing difference in our hydration. Also, I use the wand to treat aches, pains, and stimulate lymph. Last is AO Youth. I consume it every day to stay young. So do I.
Yeah.
Great.
Those are great ones.
Are great ones.
Yeah, it's hard to Like I said,
You can't choose your favorites.
Yeah, it's like choosing your favorite kid. You never tell them if they're in the room. All right, Troy Shelton. Congratulations, Troy. So many favorite products. First, though, the AO Skin software is my go-to game changer for health because its impact is incredible with so many built-in features such as Inner Voice, Mind Sync, and AO Tune. That's a consistent, right? All three. Number one,
AO Skin.
AO Skin. Second favorite product is the AO Infinity Mat because it's so relaxing, well made, and helps me to sleep better and recover faster from my daily workout. Third favorite product is Rain because that blast of negative ions and the recharging of my mitochondria is amazing. For supplements, she went above and beyond. I love AO Core because of the high frequency foods, with youth being my favorite product in Core because of its electrolytes and numerous collagen types. Then methylene blue. It has so many benefits to the body. So hard to choose just three favorites.
Troy, you're an overachiever.
I love the one too, she says.
Oh, and the ones. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I agree with all of you on all of those things. I don't know if I could choose my top three, but well done to the three of you. We will send your bracelets to you out right away. Okay. We had top and rollers last week, no ties.
No ties is for the week of June 9th through the 15th.
In second place, we have Alexia Suarez. Congratulations to you, Alexia.
Yeah, great job, Alexia. And in first place, Paige Wheeler, consistent, just hard worker, out there talking all the time to people. Love her work, and she will get the 6-pack of AO Scan sample pencils.
That's right. Congratulations, Paige. Just getting it done. All right, tonight we have a fan favorite for you. Let's turn the time over to Deb Bruce.
So let's dive into electrolytes and hydration. This will be a review for quite a few of you, but the reason that I am going over it again is I have recently seen quite a number of references to hydration and water and what is showing up in people's reports on the internet, on Facebook, and the different questions and answers. So I thought it might be a good time for a review for those of you that have heard Lauren and I talk about it before and seen it in different Wednesday night calls, but also to update because here we are, spring is here, summer's coming, and hydration becomes very, very important because of the weather, because of more activity with the body, a number of different things. So let's just review electrolytes to begin with. There's quite a few that are needed by the body. The calcium, phosphate, and bicarbonate are really taken care of by the body themselves through the foods that we eat, the things that we take in, and conversion factors that the body does in order to work with those electrolytes. However, the top four that you see here, sodium, chloride, potassium, and magnesium, those are ones that it's really important to have supplementation of in order to have the correct ratios in the body and for the body to be able to function properly. And let's just dive in and see why. Sodium, chloride, potassium, magnesium. So important. You're constantly losing sodium and potassium through urine, feces, sweating when you exercise. And really, the comparison has been made that you go through magnesium like a wildfire. It is used up so quickly by the body. Special attention needs to be paid to these different electrolytes, and it has to be either through diet or electrolyte supplementation, like I mentioned before, in order to fill in the gaps of what might be needed in the body. So sodium. Sodium keeps you alive. It allows your cells to communicate. It's also essential for brain health, heart health, bone health, hormones, and immune system health, as well as some others. Sodium is paired with chloride, salt. So if you're getting enough sodium, you're getting enough chloride. Potassium is kind of like, if you think of yin and yang, potassium is the yin to sodium being the yang. It keeps your cells where they can communicate and talk to each other. It makes it where nutrients are moved in and out of your cells. It helps support your bones so that they stay healthy. And it also helps to keep your blood pressure within healthy boundaries. Magnesium, like we said before, that's a really important one. It can be compared to being the Swiss Army knife of the electrolyte world. It does so many things. It drives energy production. It helps with bone building. It assists muscle growth. It's a component in blood sugar regulation. It even helps with DNA repair. And that's just a few of the things that it's involved with. It is crucial to the body. So how do they work? How do they all work in the body, the different electrolytes? Well, they maintain fluid balance, and they're essential to something called the sodium-potassium pump. It's a fascinating subject. Fluid balance is needed in your body, and electrolytes help with it. They keep your cells talking to each other, keep your blood flowing, keep your brain functioning, keep the sweat glands working. The water has to be in the right places in order to accomplish everything that it needs to accomplish. And the electrolytes play a key part. Not to mention that water has recently been kind of reclassified as actually a nutrient because it is so vital to the body and does so much more than just transport nutrients and take away waste. So your body has a really complex system and a way of accomplishing all these things that we just talked about. But sodium is the chief regulator of fluid outside the cells. So disruption in your sodium that's in your body, your sodium status, and therefore your fluid balance can just really cause issues for you throughout the whole body. Most of this gets taken care of in an unconscious process. You don't have to constantly think about it. You do influence it, however, by consciously choosing how much water you drink and how many electrolytes you consume, whether through food or supplementation. So back to that sodium-potassium pump. It's crucial to life. Without the sodium-potassium pump in your body working correctly, you couldn't even breathe. Think of it like a revolving door. You know, the kind that you have where you go shopping and you go in to get into the store and you go into the revolving door to get out. Well, think of the potassium pump as being like that revolving door, in that sodium and potassium are alternately going in and out of the door as electrically charged ions, and that enables the cells to communicate. So the sodium-potassium pump, it supports all nervous systems activity, including your brain, muscle contraction, cardiac function. However, it also supports sugar and amino acid transport between the cells. It has a lot to do with sperm cell health and kidney function. To give you an idea of just how important that sodium pump is, your body takes 20 to 40% of its cellular energy, its ATP production, to running the sodium-potassium pump. This is huge. So one of the places that you can look when you're scanning is at the mitochondria itself and look at the ATP that's there noted and see what it is showing, as well as how the mitochondria are functioning in general. Some of the things that you're going to look for is that, number one, electrolytes convert stored energy into cellular energy. They affect energy performance. Replacing electrolytes lost through sweating keeps your body firing on all cylinders. It's crucial for heart health. It supports heartbeat, blood volume, blood pressure. Brain health and mood. It supports fluid balance in the brain, keeps your brain actually suspended correctly, and your brain cells the right size by helping with the hydration levels. Otherwise, you can get brain fog, headaches, cognitive issues. All of this ties in with hydration and electrolytes. Immune health. Magnesium in particular, out of all of those electrolytes, is your friend in keeping you healthy as far as immune health and also reducing inflammation. And then hormone health, cortisol, epinephrine, aldosterone, they're all dependent on electrolytes, and an imbalance in one of them contributes to imbalances in the others. And then as far as bone health, we know that magnesium is a really key player. So let's talk about some of the effects on some of your body systems. First of all, let's think about circulation. Some of the things that you can do for circulation are eat healthy foods, exercise regularly, resistance training, cardio, even brisk walks daily, healthy weight, daily consuming healthy omega-3 fatty acids. But one of the key components in helping your circulation is to improve your hydration with electrolytes. Electrolytes are crucial for maintaining healthy blood volume by influencing the balance within the body. Sodium in particular plays a key role in the amount of fluid in the blood and around the cells. Other electrolytes like chloride and potassium contributing to maintaining fluid and electrolyte balance as well. And that really impacts blood volume. And think of how important blood volume is going through your system. It just has a direct effect on so many things in the body and has a major impact on the heart. Another system is your lymphatic system. The lymphatic system you see here, this is just a small representation of the lymphatics throughout the whole body. So if you want to improve your lymphatics, you have to do things like lymphatic massage, dry brushing before a shower. Remember that fruits and vegetables, minerals, all of these things are really important for your lymphatic system. Exercise is really important. Another thing was that hydration, movement, and minerals are 3 crucial things for keeping the lymphatics moving and functioning properly. And what's one of the main things that helps this is hydration with the right amount of electrolytes. Have a picture here of the spinal system. The spinal system relies on hydration with electrolytes as well. You can hold adjustments longer and better with proper hydration with electrolytes. There's better communication between the brain, the organs, the glands, the systems. All of these things function better when you have enough hydration and you have the proper amount of electrolytes. So once again, we're going to see that electrolytes will affect energy levels, exercise performance, heart health, brain health, mood, immune health, hormonal health, bone health, all of these depending on enough hydration and enough electrolytes. So one of the things that in the past, it's not the gold standard for testing. We've seen before, you can pinch your skin and see how quickly it levels back out to see if you have proper hydration or not. And then when you're scanning, what are you going to look for there? Well, look for body systems. When you go in body systems and you run all the body systems, remember that the suggestions that come up, they aren't cut and paste. They aren't something that just shows up identically for everyone. The suggestions that come up are actually picked during the test for the person according to their needs. So because the parts that we talked about, the circulation, the mitochondria, heart health, lymphatics, the spine, all of those will have been scanned during a body system scan. You might see when you look at the reports for body systems that there are numerous places that say increase hydration, increase hydration, increase hydration, more minerals, increase hydration, consider magnesium. All of these suggestions show that there definitely is the need to increase hydration because all 9 body systems are needing it for that interchange of energy, for the support for adjustments, for the body to communicate properly, everything like that. Even scanning other systems, if you go into comprehensive, if you do the skin, often in a report it'll show up for hydration. And this doesn't necessarily just involve skin on the outside. It's also the fact that skin has so many different layers on the inside and so much to do with connective tissue even. If you scan connective tissue, you might find that in the reports it keeps coming up as increased hydration as well. So there's all kinds of places in your scanner that you will see indications if hydration and electrolytes really are an underlying cause for a lot of symptoms that you're seeing in the body. And that's so important to get to the root cause rather than just working with symptoms. One of the things that you could do is actually go into MindSync. Go into MindSync. I don't know about you, but I've run into a lot of people that don't actually like drinking water. Now, this can be really problematic because it can be that they turn to things like just coffee, just soda, just tea, different things that actually lend themselves to dehydrating the body. So if you want to help them to increase their hydration, electrolytes come in different forms, different tastes, different flavors. But you also can go into MindSync and start retraining the subconscious with its view to hydration. Statements like, I love drinking water in copious amounts on a daily basis. My body craves water. I appreciate so much the benefits of water in my body. My brain functions better when I drink correct amounts of water. You could get really creative with it and just help the body to actually get where it's more not only accepting of drinking more water, but actually enjoys drinking water more. So I hope this has helped you a little bit with the subject of hydration and electrolytes. And from here, happy hydration and have a good evening.
Deb is absolutely brilliant in so many facets, and she does her research and she gets out there and she studies and studies and studies and then tries to present her best to you every time. I love that hydration is the topic, or one of the many areas that kind of touch so many areas, according to what she has to share with us. So let's make that part of our contest today. How do you stay hydrated? What are your strategies for hydration?
I used to think it was just drink water.
Yeah.
It's not true.
No, there's so many ways to consider. How do you get your body hydrated? And we're here to share ideas with each other, right? So comment, not on the live chat after the call, just in the comments below, what are the ways? I mean, you don't have to be, Einstein and break new ground here on anything. You just need to tell us what it is you do to try and make it so conscious in your daily routine.
That's right.
And what are we going to give away?
We'll draw 3 winners next week, and we're going to give you something that will help hydrate your water. We're going to give you a water stick. And this is our water stick that's full of Cybin beads with negative ions and all the goodness that comes with that. So we'll draw 3 winners.